Nice game, Kawhi. What do you think was the key for this game today?
Playing the Pelicans, they play hard. They run very well in transition. So for us, we had to get back on defense tonight and talk. Transition defense was a big key for tonight. And then after that, just pretty much trying to open the floor, executing on the offensive end. And we made shots early that contributed to our defense from getting stops and then getting out.
Thanks for moving to Tomer.
Hey Kawhi, I know that every game sort of takes a life of its own, but did you feel like you needed to come out play a little better considering the sloppiness that you got that Doc alluded to, the 20 turnovers, the lack of execution last game?
Every game we're going to just, try to keep getting better. We had 3 to 4 months off or so. The first games are always pretty ugly, especially in this circumstance with the way we got to prepare and get on the floor. But, I think it's just, just being consistent, able to get games under our belt.
Thanks for moving to Shane Young.
Hey Kawhi, great game tonight. I was just wondering, with PG, looks like he's being really aggressive in transition, pulling up, step backs, just anything, corner threes as well. Is that something you all are talking with him about, being more aggressive, looking for a shot?
No, I think he's just feeling healthy. You know what I mean? I think that break really helped him. He missed, the first 20 games this regular season, before that little hiatus. And, I think he's just healthy now. And, he's feeling good with that shoulder, able to, bum guys, do crossovers, and able to get his, shot off. So we know he's our guy. He's one of the guys we need to go to win these basketball games. And he's been making shots. He's doing great at it.
Move over to Miriam. Go ahead, Miriam.
Hey, Kawhi. So you came up, or you set a career single-season high for assists during the game. Can you kind of just speak to your role as a facilitator with this squad and how you're enjoying that?
Tonight we tied the record for assists. Is that what you're saying?
No, I think you have your career high in assists for tonight.
As a total?
Single season.
Oh, okay. I didn't understand. I got to be one of the guys that gets in the paint, pass the ball. Just not really having that real true point guard. I have to step in that role a little bit more, bringing up the ball up the floor, trying to get guys involved, and that's what I got to do with this team. But Pat's been doing a great job out there. Reggie's been stepping in on, doing that role for us as well. But just got to keep being aggressive and just trying to get guys open shots because the defense is collapsing on me.
Take one from Jonathan McCoy.
Hey, Kawhi, you matched up against Zion tonight, even defending the 101 a few times. What was your impressions of him?
I thought he played great. He's a very high energy guy. He's playing to win. I'm not sure if he's on minute restriction or not, but I really didn't get to see him that much. But I thought he played well. I like guys that approach the game aggressively and bring a high energy on that level.
We'll take one more from Tomer.
Hey Kawhi, I don't know if you're aware of this, but Doc reached the 11th all-time on the coaches' win list with 939 wins. You talked about one of the reasons you came here was also Doc and him as a coach and as a person. What did it mean to you to be a part of that? Him moving up on the list.
Well, it's amazing. It's only so many coaches, that could get to that mark. I think he's top 15, top 11 now, and I'm excited for him. But he's a coach that's not really worried about that stat, or he's trying to focus on the main goal, and that's winning a championship. And he really never talks about himself. It's a team thing, so I respect him.
Hey Paul, I know that every game sort of takes a life of its own, but did you guys feel like Doc alluded to some of the turnovers you guys had last game and the lack of execution? Do you feel like you had to come out with a better mindset, just come out better this game?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. We needed to play a lot better. We felt it. We sensed it. And I thought tonight was a huge emphasis on cutting the turnovers down, finding an open man, playing together, and just having fun.
Ready to move over to Ferdinand?
Hi, PG. How does it feel to play with a guy like Kawhi?
How what?
How does it feel to play with a guy like Kawhi?
It's great. It's great to play with Kawhi. He does so many things on both sides that it makes the job that much easier for me. And hopefully it's vice versa. Hopefully I give him a huge lift as well. But it's great sharing the floor with him.
Let's move over to Miriam.
Hey, Paul, congrats on the win.
Thank you.
You had 8 threes tonight, and obviously it's got to feel good when your shot's going, but when all the guys have their pointers just dropping like that, what's that feel like out there? Do you look around and marvel?
Yeah, it feels great. I mean, at that point, it's find the open man. The team gets going like that. You want to share the ball because you want everybody to be a part of that. And I thought it was contagious tonight. One guy made a shot, next guy made a shot. Then the ball just started hopping around. We was finding an open man all night.
Thanks. Move over to Farbod.
Hey Paul, we saw the whole bench get really excited, towards the end of the game when that franchise record got hit. How excited were you for Terrence when he hit that last shot?
Real excited. Real excited. It's funny. I told him at that moment because I don't think they knew how close we were, and I told T-Man at that moment, I think it was like 40 seconds on the clock, somebody got fouled and he came over to the bench, and I told him, man, we need 1 3 for the record, and he ended up knocking it down. So that's a good sign when a young player came through and delivered.
We'll go over to Ohm. You can go ahead, Ohm.
PG, you've made 14 of 22 threes in these 2 games. Can you describe what you're feeling right now? I mean, you told us that your shoulders felt 100% after this 4-month layoff. But what are you feeling right now as far as how you're shooting in the group?
It's weird because I can't make nothing else. The threes are the only thing that are dropping. So in a way, I'm in a rhythm, but I'm not in a rhythm because I can't, find the ball in between the three-point line. So it's great that the long ball's falling. I'm going to stick with it, continue to keep shooting them. But, hopefully I can find a rhythm throughout my whole game.
We'll take one more question from Andrew Greif. You can go ahead, Andrew.
Hey, PG, during the regular season, I guess up until March, you guys are about midway through the NBA rank in terms of how many threes you guys would attempt. And ever since you've been in Orlando, it's almost like 50%. What is this a sign of kind of the offense you think that could be an offense that will stay with the team the rest of the year, or is this just happening to be the matchup? What's going into this?
Well, we spread the floor, and then there's so many guys that shoot the ball well that there's just space. And so when you got guys that can attack and create, naturally you're going to come up with some open shots because we're getting in the paint and we're moving the ball. And I mean, you take a look at our guys outside of our 5 men, everyone else shoots threes at a high level. So it's just the offense that you're going to get. You're going to, we're going to have nights like this, where we're dialed in behind the three-point line because we have so many great three-point shooters. And, tonight was special with the way we shot it, no doubt.
Thanks, Paul. We're done.
Appreciate it.
First of all, congratulations on the record win for you.
Oh, thanks. I mean, it's the players, obviously.
You want to comment on that real quick?
No, I mean, I didn't know it. They told me when I walked in, and it was great. Any type of celebration is always good. So, for me, I've been very fortunate. I've had unreal players and unreal coaches, and I've had great staff and great ownership that have allowed me to coach this long. So it's pretty cool. Anytime your name is with red, you feel very fortunate.
Congrats on that. Just moving on to the game, though, did you feel like you guys needed to come out with a little extra, something else after that game, the way that game ended, the sloppiness you mentioned?
Yeah, it wasn't the ending of the Laker game. It was the game. We just didn't play well. We didn't play with any pace. Our spacing was just horrific most of the game. We went over that. And our execution was bad. Now, give the Lakers credit. I mean, some of that was their defense. But, a lot of it was self-inflicted, and so we didn't like that.
Thanks. We'll move over to Ferdinand Rivera.
Hi, Coach. What this victory means for the team?
It just means, we got our first victory in the bubble. You know what I mean? And we got to keep growing, guys. We have 6 more now. And our job is to keep growing and keep getting better for the playoffs.
Thanks. Move over to Shane Young. You go ahead, Shane.
Hey Doc, congrats on the win. I was just wondering, when PG is running those ball screen actions with Zubats, how difficult is it for defenders to really stay attached to him? And do you think he's probably one of the most dangerous guys on ball screen actions?
Yeah, he's so tough because you can't. He doesn't need room. He's so big. He can stop on a dime and shoot it. And then with Zub's body and Zub's ability to roll, it just puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
Thanks. Move over to Farbod.
Hey Doc, we saw towards the end of the game some of the players started standing up and getting excited to break their franchise record. At what point did they start realizing that was a thing that could happen?
It's funny. I didn't know it because I don't ever know stuff like that. That's probably the last thing I noticed. And I kept hearing them yelling to take threes, and I think I turned to Ty Lue and asked him what was going on. And he said, with a minute and a half left, we're 1 off the franchise record. So, that kind of stuff, if you get it naturally, I'm good with it. I don't really care much about records.
Thanks. If you have a question, put your hand up. Seems like we don't have any more questions right now.
Well, this is the best crew we've had. Thank you, guys.
We have one more from Miriam, and then we're done.
Miriam!
Sorry, can't let you go. I got to ask about Pat Beverley and just kind of what his energy brought just from the start.
He was awesome. That's why we have him. He was awesome. His spirit alone lifted us. And then he just makes so many unselfish plays. He's incredible, some of the things he does. Half his points, half the things that happen out there, he gets 0 credit for in a stat sheet. Yet the meaning for us on the floor is immeasurable.
Thanks. We'll take one more from Charlie. Go ahead, Charlie.
Doc, sorry to keep you. Lost in the shuffle a little bit. Kawhi set his career high for a season in assists today. How important has that playmaking been?
It's been amazing. I thought he set the tone at the beginning of the game. You can tell. It's funny. He was just passing, almost overpassing at times, and you look up and he still had 14 or whatever at halftime, and then he had the assist. So, people are going to load up on Kawhi. They're going to load up on PG, and the more we can make them pinpoint passers, the better our team will be.